What makes combat sports so fascinating is how quickly perceptions can change. One moment a fighter is being dismissed as hype, a viral sensation, or an athlete living off potential. The next moment they are standing under the brightest lights, proving that talent backed by relentless work can be every bit as dangerous as the legends people compare them to. That is exactly where Mona Kimura finds herself today. As her popularity continues to explode across Japan and beyond, comparisons have become unavoidable. Some fans see shades of iconic striking specialists. Others wonder whether she could someday challenge the elite names dominating other combat sports. One name that repeatedly enters the conversation is DAKOTA DITCHEVA, the undefeated British destroyer who has carved a path of devastation through the world of mixed martial arts. At first glance, the comparison seems natural. Both women are undefeated. Both possess striking styles that immediately grab attention. Both have become known for finishing opponents in spectacular fashion. But when you look deeper, their journeys reveal two athletes walking very different roads toward greatness. DAKOTA DITCHEVA entered combat sports with fighting already in her blood. Raised in a family steeped in martial arts, she grew up surrounded by championship-level experience. Long before MMA fans learned her name, she was already collecting accolades in Muay Thai and kickboxing. Gold medals, titles, and dominant performances became part of her identity. By the time she transitioned into mixed martial arts, she wasn't starting from scratch. She was bringing years of elite striking experience into a sport where striking excellence can often separate contenders from champions. The results have been nothing short of extraordinary. Fight after fight, DITCHEVA has overwhelmed opponents with precision, aggression, and ruthless finishing instincts. Her victories rarely require judges. Instead, she breaks opponents down methodically before unleashing the kind of attacks that leave no doubt about the outcome. Body shots, knees, elbows, combinations. Every weapon in her arsenal seems capable of ending a fight instantly. That reputation reached another level when she stormed through tournament competition and captured championship gold. Opponents arrived with plans, confidence, and credentials. Most left with shattered momentum and another loss added to their records. DITCHEVA wasn't simply winning. She was making statements. Every finish reinforced the belief that she wasn't just one of the best prospects in women's combat sports. She was rapidly becoming one of its most feared champions. Yet while DITCHEVA was building her reputation inside MMA cages, thousands of miles away another story was beginning to unfold. Mona Kimura's path was different from the start. Before she ever became known for her flashy side kicks and viral highlights, she was a dedicated martial artist shaped by years of discipline. Karate came first. Success followed quickly. National championships piled up while she was still a child. Then boxing entered the picture and opened another chapter in her development. Her boxing credentials were impressive. National titles, international competition, representation on one of amateur boxing's biggest stages. For many athletes, that would have been enough. But combat sports careers rarely follow predictable paths. After experiencing setbacks at the highest levels of amateur boxing, Kamura faced a decision. She could remain where she was and continue chasing old goals, or she could reinvent herself completely. She chose reinvention. Leaving boxing behind, Kamura stepped into kickboxing with virtually no professional experience in the discipline. It was a gamble that could have failed spectacularly. Instead, it transformed her career. Almost immediately, her style captured attention. Opponents struggled to solve her unusual rhythm. Side kicks appeared from angles they weren't expecting. Her boxing background allowed her to punish anyone who managed to close distance. The combination created a fighter who looked unlike anyone else in her division. The internet took notice. Clips spread rapidly. Fans compared her movement to characters from fighting games. Millions of views followed. But viral attention often comes with skepticism. Critics questioned whether the hype was real. They wanted to see how she would perform when facing tougher opposition. That answer arrived when Kamura stepped into the biggest test of her young kickboxing career. Across 3 rounds, she delivered perhaps the most complete performance of her professional journey. Her opponent entered confident, experienced, and fully convinced she could overwhelm the rising star. Instead, she spent 9 minutes searching for answers that never came. Kimura controlled distance with surgical precision. Her side kick became a barrier that could not be crossed. Every attempt to advance was met with punishment. Every adjustment was anticipated. By the final bell, the outcome was undeniable. The prospect had become a legitimate contender. And that is where the comparison to Dakota Ditcheva becomes both fascinating and complicated. Right now, Ditcheva remains the more accomplished fighter. Her experience level is significantly deeper. Her victories have come against stronger opposition. Her ability to finish elite competitors inside a sport as unpredictable as MMA gives her an edge that cannot be ignored. But comparisons are not always about the present. Sometimes they are about potential. Kamura is still at the beginning of her professional kickboxing journey. Every fight reveals new layers of her game. Every victory increases her confidence. Every challenge provides valuable experience. What makes her story so compelling is that nobody truly knows where her ceiling lies. Perhaps she never reaches Ditcheva's level of dominance. Perhaps she eventually surpasses expectations and becomes a global star in her own right. What cannot be denied is that she has already accomplished something important. She has forced the combat sports world to pay attention. And that alone is a dangerous thing. The future of women's combat sports is being shaped by athletes like Dakota Ditcheva and Mona Kimura. One has already established herself as a terrifying champion. The other is rapidly emerging as one of the sport's most intriguing rising stars. Whether their paths ever cross or not, their stories are becoming impossible to ignore. What do you think? Is Dakota Ditcheva currently the most dangerous striker in women's combat sports, or does Mona Kimura have the potential to reach that level one day? If these two were somehow matched under the same rule set in the future, who would you back and why? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next fight story, rising prospect, or unforgettable combat sports showdown.